Society often tells us that after a certain age, life slows down, that your body weakens, your memory fades, and your best days are behind you. But what if I told you that's not the full story? What if I told you that age is just a number? All around the world, seniors are breaking stereotypes, shattering expectations, and proving that passion, health, and happiness don't expire. From athletes running marathons at 80, to musicians releasing albums at 90, to grandparents starting businesses in their retirement, these stories remind us that growing older doesn't mean giving up. It means leveling up. In this video, we'll dive into some of the most inspiring senior stories, explore the science behind staying young at heart, and discover practical lessons you can apply, no matter your age. The phrase, "age is just a number," isn't just a cliche. Studies in psychology show that your beliefs about aging can directly impact your health. Research from Yale University found that seniors with a positive outlook on aging lived on average 7.5 years longer than those with negative views. Why? Because mindset shapes behavior. Believe you're old and frail, and you'll act that way. Believe you're capable, and your body responds. The mind and body are more connected than most people realize. A belief becomes an action, and repeated actions shape a lifestyle. Meet Fauja Singh, often called the Turbaned Tornado. He didn't even start running until he was 89 years old. But that didn't stop him from completing marathons, including the London Marathon at age 101. Think about that. While many people slow down in their 40s and 50s, Fauja was just getting started in his 90s. He has said that the secret is simple: eat lightly, train regularly, and think positively. His story is a reminder that it's never too late to start, and that consistency, not youth, is what keeps you moving forward. Then there's Diana Niad. At age 64, she became the first person to swim from Cuba to Florida without a shark cage, a 110-mile journey through dangerous waters. She had tried 5 times before, but each attempt ended in disappointment. She battled jellyfish stings, storms, and exhaustion. Yet she refused to let age or failure define her. At 64, she finally did it. After staggering onto the shore, she told reporters, "You are never too old to chase your dreams." Or take Julia Hawkins, nicknamed Hurricane Hawkins. At 105 years old, she set a world record for the 100-meter dash in her age group. What's remarkable is that she only started competitive running in her late 80s. When asked why she kept running, she said, "I like the challenge, and I like to be an inspiration to others." Julia's story shows us that the later you start, the more incredible the journey can be. Age isn't just about physical ability. It's also about creativity. Some of the greatest art, music, and literature has come from seniors. Grandma Moses is a perfect example. She didn't even pick up a paintbrush until she was 78 years old. She had spent her life working on a farm, raising children, and running a household. Painting was simply something she discovered late in life, yet she pursued it with passion. By the time she passed away at 101, she had created more than 1,500 paintings, many displayed in museums. She became a global sensation, proof that creativity doesn't expire. Another example is Toni Morrison, who won the Nobel Prize in Literature at age 62. She continued to publish groundbreaking novels into her 80s, shaping generations of readers. Leonard Cohen, the poet and singer, released his final album at 82 years old, an album that reached the top of the charts worldwide. Far from fading away, his voice only grew more powerful and meaningful with age. And then there's Frank Lloyd Wright, one of the most famous architects in history. He designed the Guggenheim Museum in New York when he was in his 90s. Imagine that, creating one of the most iconic buildings in the world at an age when most people are slowing down. Creativity doesn't retire. In fact, as people age, they often have more wisdom, perspective, and patience to bring to their art. Not every inspiring senior makes headlines. Many are everyday heroes whose stories remind us of what's possible. Phyllis Sues took up tango dancing at age 83, then learned to skydive and play the piano, all after 90. Yuichiro Miura climbed Mount Everest at 80 years old, proving that even the world's tallest mountain isn't just for the young. John Glenn, the American astronaut, returned to space at 77 years old, making him the oldest person ever to fly into orbit. He wasn't just reliving his youth, he was contributing valuable scientific research on how aging bodies respond to space travel. Fashion icon Iris Apfel started her major career as a global-style star in her 80s and 90s. She signed modeling contracts, launched clothing lines, and became a cultural icon, all at an age when most people are winding down. She often said, "I don't see age as a curse. It's just a number, nothing more." And then there are seniors who take bold leaps in their personal lives. Ernestine Shepard became the world's oldest female bodybuilder, beginning her fitness journey in her 50s. By her 80s, she was still lifting, running marathons, and inspiring others. Her motto was simple: determined, dedicated, disciplined. She proved that building muscle, strength, and confidence is possible at any age. Everywhere we look, there are stories like these. People who start businesses after retirement. Grandparents who go back to school at 70, 80, or 90. Men and women who pick up instruments, learn new languages, or travel the world for the first time. These are everyday people doing extraordinary things. Their stories remind us that it's never too late to try something new. Every day is a chance to reinvent yourself. So what's the secret? How do these seniors keep defying expectations? Science gives us some clues. Movement is essential. Regular exercise keeps muscles strong and bones healthy. Even walking 30 minutes a day reduces the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and depression. Mindset matters. Optimism reduces stress and inflammation. Studies show that seniors who view aging positively recover faster from illness and even live longer. Connection plays a role. Strong social ties are linked to longer lives because loneliness is one of the most damaging conditions for health, and learning is powerful. Trying new skills keeps the brain sharp, boosting memory and problem solving. It's not about pretending you're 20. It's about adapting wisely. A daily walk, a new hobby, a few close friends. These are powerful medicines. What do these stories teach us? That age doesn't define us. Actions do. If Fauja Singh can run a marathon at 101, maybe we can take the stairs instead of the elevator. If Grandma Moses can start painting at 78, maybe we can finally start that hobby we've been putting off. If Julia Hawkins can sprint at 105, maybe we can commit to moving our bodies a little bit each day. The point isn't to run marathons or climb mountains. The point is to never stop living fully. It's also about resilience. Every single person mentioned faced setbacks. Fauja Singh struggled with injuries. Diana Nayad failed 4 times before her record swim. Grandma Moses was dismissed by critics early on. Leonard Cohen battled depression. These stories remind us that resilience, not youth, is what creates greatness. The ability to keep going, to reinvent, to refuse to let failure be the end. That's what makes these seniors so inspiring. So next time someone says you're too old, remember this: age is just a number. What matters is your energy, your curiosity, and your willingness to keep going. Your story isn't finished yet. And maybe, just maybe, your best chapter is still to come. Age doesn't have to be something you fear. It can be something you embrace. With each passing year, you gain wisdom, perspective, and the freedom to explore life on your terms. Whether it's climbing mountains, painting masterpieces, writing books, or simply walking into a room with confidence, Your age doesn't limit you, it empowers you. You've made it this far, and you're still here. That means your story is still being written. So if you're watching this and you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or beyond, let this be a reminder. You're not running out of time. You're just getting started. Maybe this week you try something you've never done before. Sign up for that dance class. Start learning that language. Call that friend you've lost touch with. Volunteer in your community. Walk into a gym, or pick up a paintbrush, or write the first page of that book you've been dreaming about. Because the truth is, there's no age limit on living fully. If this video inspired you, share it with someone you care about. And if you're over 50, tell us in the comments. What's something new you've tried recently? Don't forget to subscribe for more health, motivation, and inspiring senior stories. Because no matter your age, your journey is just beginning.